We are at the most dangerous moment in the development of humanity. The rise of artificial intelligence is likely to extend job destruction deep into the middle classes, with only the most caring, creative or supervisory roles remaining. Stephen Hawking. In addition to the two historians, Joel A. Rogers and Dr. Leroy Vaughn, who wrote widely known and recognized books on the history of our presidents and their Black heritage, there are many magazines and newspaper articles written around the same topic. There are plenty of articles opposing the idea that a president of the United States during that time would have an association with a Black. During the earlier years, during the time these presidents served the American people, there was a closeness in the South, between blacks and whites, and it wouldn't be a surprising issue to find out that one or more of our presidents had Black in their heritage. It's 5 WHO were the first inhabitants of India? A CCORDING to the distinguished authority, Giuffrida Ruggeri, the earliest East Indians were the Negritos. In his first outlines of a systematic anthropology of Asia, he names them as the first. The next, he says, were the pre-Dravidians, another Negro type of taller build, and then the Dravidian, who was a mixture of Negro and Aryan, with at times a Mongolian strain. Thousands of years before the Christian era, when these Negroes, or Dacius, as they are known in the sacred writings, were still the masters of India, the Aryas, or Aryans, a white or nearly white people, swarmed down on them from the north, probably through Afghanistan. The Rig Veda, most ancient of the sacred hymns of India, tells of the fierce struggles between these whites and blacks for the mastery of India. It sings of stormy Aryan deities who rush furiously in battle against the Indra pro-black foe. The hymns praise Indra, the white deity, for having killed 50,000 blacks, piercing the citadel of the enemy, and forcing the blacks to run out in distress, leaving all their food and belongings. Tected in battle the Aryan worshipper, he subdued the lawless for Manu, he conquered the black skin. He beat the Dacius, as was his wont, he conquered the land for his white friends. The Dasi was the foe who was to be flayed of his black skin, and who was dubbed goat-nosed and noseless. The blacks under their renowned leader Krishna, that is, the black, fought back with valor, especially on the banks of the Jumna. Possessed of magical power, these renowned warriors with their families and tribes concealed themselves in the pathless woods and in swamps and morasses made impregnable by the rise of the rivers. From these unexplored wilds they obtained information of the wealth and cattle of the white men living in far villages. Suddenly they proclaimed their presence by their uncouth yells, and in a moment the work of destruction was done and the fleet plunderers disappeared as suddenly as they had come. Out of this fierce struggle came what was the first color line in history. The conquering whites in India did precisely what the European whites won. Page 53, Calcutta, 1921. 2. NK Aryanization of India, pp. 76-101. Calcutta, 1925. RC Ancient India, pp. 12-19.